Hey everyone, it's Thursday morning, August 6th, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we dive in, today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. All right, let's get started. Well, after an incredible rally earlier this week, Wall Street finally took a bit of a breather. The tech-heavy Nasdaq slipped about 0.8%, while the Standard & Poor's 500 edged lower after closing at another record the day before. The Dow, however, kept the momentum going and finished at yet another all-time high. Now, one of yesterday's biggest stories was SpaceX. Investors weren't exactly impressed with the company's first earnings report as a public company. Even though earnings beat expectations, massive spending on artificial intelligence raised concerns, sending the stock down by more than 13%. And with another large batch of shares becoming available for trading later this week, investors are staying cautious. Meanwhile, AMD also delivered better than expected results and raised its outlook. But that still wasn't enough for Wall Street. It just shows how incredibly high expectations have become for artificial intelligence companies right now. One bright spot was Nvidia, which climbed more than 3% as investors continued to favor the biggest artificial intelligence winner. On the macro side, markets also welcomed fresh signs of diplomacy. President Trump said yesterday that an agreement with Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz could happen as soon as today. That helped keep oil prices relatively stable and lifted hopes that one of the world's most important shipping routes could soon return to normal. And finally, investors also kept a close eye on another busy day of earnings, with reports from Eli Lilly, Novo Nordisk, Disney, Shopify, Uber, Western Digital, and SanDisk all adding to the flow of market-moving news. All right, that's it for today's Capital Markets Quickie. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe and stay in the loop. See you tomorrow morning.